Good morning, everyone. Today we'll be discussing about our DJI Mavic 3 drone, and we'll be talking about the physical component of the drone. The two main physical components are the RC, which is the remote controller, then the drone itself. For the RC, we have several buttons on it, which we'll be explaining. This button is used to control the movement of the aircraft. The control sticks are removable and easy to store. It is also used to set the flight control mode in DJI Fly. This other item is the status LED indicator. The status of the remote controller, it shows the status of the remote controller. Then this light is the battery level LED. It displays the current battery level of the remote controller, as you can see. Then this other one, it is a flight pulse, or is also known as a RTH, which means return to home. If you press the button once, it will make the aircraft to brake and hover in place. It will stay at one place. Then if you press, then hold the button, it will initiate the RTH, which means the return to home. Once you press it again, it will cancel the return to home. Then this one, it is the flight mode switch, which switches between the sign mode, the normal mode, and the sport mode. In most cases, it is the normal mode that we use for our flight. Then in case of emergency, you can as well use the sport mode. This mode will make the drone to move faster, but in this movement, the obstacle avoidance will not be working. So you need to fly safe when you are flying in sport mode. Then this other button, it is the power button. Once you press it once, it will indicate the current battery level. Then if you press, then press again, or you press it once and hold. You press it once, then press to hold it. It will power on the remote controller. If you want to off it as well, you press, then press and hold. It will turn the remote controller off. Then this part of the remote controller, this is the touch screen. This touch screen is used to operate the remote controller. Then this touch screen, you have to be very, very careful because it is not waterproof. So if you'll be using it, you must make sure you don't allow water to fall on it. Then this part of this remote controller, it is the USB port. There is the Type-C type of port. This port is used for charging and connecting the remote controllers with the computer. If you need to control your remote controllers with the computer, this is the port you connect your USB to. Then this other part of it, that's the micro SD slot. You insert your micro SD card into this port. Then this other port is also a USB port. is the Type C, but we don't usually use this port. Then this other part of the RC, which is the remote controller, it is called the gimbal dial control. It is used to tilt the camera. Once the drone is in flight mode, you can use it to tilt the gimbal camera, whether to look up or to look down. Then this other part of it is called the record button. Once you press it once, it will start recording. If you press it again, it will stop recording. Then this other part is called the camera control dial for zooming in and zooming out. Then this other one is called the focus or shutter button. You can press it halfway down, the button to autofocus, and press all the way down to take a picture. Or you can as well say to take a photo. Then this other part is known as the output for the speaker. I mean the output for the sound. This is where the sound of the RC, if it wants to take off or the drone has recorded its own point, this is where the sound will come out from. Then this other part is called the control stick storage for storing the control sticks. As I told us earlier that the control is removable, the control stick is removable. Once you remove it, that's the compartment you store it. Then this other part is called the customizable C2 button to switch between recentering the gimbal and pointing the gimbal downward. Likewise, the C12, they perform the same function. So with all this explanation, I believe we already discussed about our remote controller. Thank you.
With this video, I believe you now have a better insight to what the drone remote is.